And here we go. Finals have begun. 1 o'clock in the afternoon here in Eastern Michigan, Bob Parks Track in the Bowen Fieldhouse. We've got 3 heats of the boys' distance medley relay. We will set the field once we start here. We have our crew from yesterday of officials here. Dave is starting again. Lynn is running the finish line, clerking. They're going to start in alleys. There's 2 alleys here. They're each 3 lanes. They run 1 complete turn in alleys and then break for the pole. Eight teams in the field here. We have Detroit Country Day, Canton, Lima Senior, Loy Norix of Kalamazoo, Whitmer, Farmington, Lincoln Park, Grosse Pointe, Defiance, and White Lake Lakeland High School. Out to the early lead there is a school from Ohio. We can tell that because they have 3-digit numbers on the back. And here we go. That's Whitmer in the lead here. He's not clear on when to cut in, unfortunately for him. He's still out there. That's the Ypsi Rail Splitters, Lincoln Rail Splitters there. Now he's still out in lane 2. Not sure what's going on there. That must be Lincoln Park in the lead. We don't have hip numbers here with the leadoff legs, but we'll do the best we can to get you who's who. These runners will run 6 laps of the 200-meter track for 1,200 meters, almost 3/4 of a mile. Coming out of the corner here, still in the lead is Lincoln Park, then Whitmer, then Defiance. We've got Grosse Pointe North, Kalamazoo, Loy Norix, Country Day, and Canton. And Farmington is in there as well. That's Farmington in the lead group, hanging on in 4th position now. You've got a 10-meter lead or so out there for Lincoln Park. This is their A team. I believe that to be Hilbert Banks, the leadoff runner. Defiance's leadoff runner is Justin Stratton, Zach Worth for White Lake, Kinvada Herath for Farmington. He's running there out in lane number 2. It's still Whitmer and Defiance in there as well. Javier Diaz runs for Canton. Joe Veter for Loy Norix. Here he comes. Then we've got Country Day. That's Joe Zhang and Grosse Pointe Northern. No one listed individually for those teams, but we'll get you the names of the competitors as we can. It's still the 2 Ohio schools in 2nd and 3rd, and Farmington in 4th, a close 4th, I'd say. Still your leader there. Now looking behind him is the Lincoln Park runner, Hilbert Banks. Still looking behind him. We're at 2:25 there for 800 meters. Just under 4:50 pace. .236 down the back stretch, and all 4 are back together now. It's still the same order. Defiance in 2nd, Whitmer 3rd, Farmington 4th, but Farmington is hanging tough, and actually he's closer to the leader than he was before. Leader still looking around. He's got 1 lap to go. This is from Lincoln Park, and here comes Whitmer on the outside. That's Jesus Avila into the lead now. There's Defiance behind. That's Justin Stratton. Here's Loy Norix, your number 1 seed in this heat, but they're not in contention anymore. They're almost 100 meters down. They're about 80 meters down. Country Day, Canton, and Grosse Pointe Northern here. Grosse Pointe Northern in danger of being lapped on the first exchange here. It's not going to happen, but we have sprinters running down the track, almost crashing into our athletes here. It's going to be Lincoln Park at the break, 3:37. Farmington, disastrous exchange, takes themselves out of it immediately. Now onto the 400 meters is Whitmer and Lincoln Park, 1 and 2 here. That's Lincoln Park and Whitmer. That's Quinn Chapman and Isaiah Canyon. And then for Defiance, we've got Nate Wickham. They're pulling away here from Defiance a little bit. Farmington has just gone off the back. from fourth place, a tight fourth place, to out on their own in fourth place. Country Day has overtaken Loy Norix and Canton, but Loy Norix hanging tough. Here's the exchange. We hope the exchange. Nobody knows what's going on. Whitmer, 4:33 at the exchange there. Not a lot of help there from the officials at the relay exchange. Here's Farmington now getting the baton to the 800-meter leg. That's Kai Scheifer. Here's Country Day. Neil Kozwana will get the baton. Loy Norix. That's Gerard Minema. And that's Canton there. Canton has Mike Roberts on the 800-meter leg. There's Loy Norix, Country Day, and Canton. Loy Norix, the runner, has this hip number on. That's supposed to be the anchor leg with the hip number on. We're not sure why, but Defiance now into the lead with a strong 800-meter leg. There's Whitmer, the Panthers. Grosse Pointe Northern has been lapped. That's Lincoln Park. They're unlapping themselves from Lincoln Park at least. Here comes Country Day. Excuse me, that's Farmington. Loy Norix now has caught and passed Farmington for a fourth, I believe. Here's Canton and Country Day. Here's Defiance. 1 lap to go for Defiance. 1 lap to go for Whitmer, but Defiance is taking control of this heat. Here's Grosse Pointe Northern in 8th position, out of 8. Lincoln here, Lincoln Park, that is. Here's Loy Norix, Canton, Country Day, Farmington, and here is Defiance. They're going to lap the field here. We're going to have an exchange at 6:45, 6:47.7, so 6:48 for Defiance. Here's your second place team. Whitmer, about 6-7 seconds behind. Grosse Pointe Northern's 800-meter runner still has 1 to go. Here comes Canton now. They've passed Loy Norix. And here's Canton, pardon me. Lincoln. And Kalamazoo, and there's Country Day, and Defiance still your leader. Here's Farmington with the exchange now.
So Lakeland, right? Lakeland's going, okay.
Lakeland is now heat 2, sideways 8.
There's Grosse Pointe Northern, 7:42, getting the baton for the final exchange. So now everyone's on the 1,600-meter leg. That's 8 laps of the track. Loy Norix, Country Day, Lincoln Park. Here's Defiance now, lapping the field again. Farmington now starting to move back up. There's Whitmer. Farmington, I believe, was lapped during those middle legs there, the 400 and the 800. And now they're starting to unlap themselves. It's pretty spread out here. So this is Canton, Loy Norix, Country Day, and here's Defiance now, lapping the field again. Canton is 4th, Loy Norix 5th, Country Day 6th. There's first place Defiance in the blue and white. Lincoln Park is faded to 7th. Farmington, 7th place here, Grosse Pointe North. Farmington perhaps in 6th, Lincoln in 6th.
Heat number 3, step over here. Please.
Well,
4 once they're through here.
Him right here, right?
Yep. Defiance is in first place. He's going to go through in 2:31. So he's halfway through his leg. Everybody else has been lapped at least once. So we're hoping that this will get sorted out as we go through. Farmington has moved back up and perhaps into second place with Whitmer, although Whitmer now goes to the outside to pass. Lincoln Park has faded back. They're going to get unlapped here from Grosse Pointe Northern. Perhaps that's a pass. We're not sure. 3 laps to go now for Defiance. First place is there. Canton, Loy Norix, and Country Day are probably 3, 4, and 5. Here's Whitmer. I believe Whitmer is actually in second position. Farmington, I think, is third, but and then 4, 5, 6 is Canton, Loy Norix, Country Day. 7th is Grosse Pointe. And 8th would be Lincoln Park.
This is last.
Okay, guys? Your exchange zone is yellow DL.
Here's Defiance now with 2 to go. 400 meters to go for Defiance. He's at 3 minutes 50 seconds on his split.
Now, 2, 3, and 4. If you could step back.
There's Loy Norix. Canton now. Loy Norix has passed Canton. Country Day, their second place Whitmer, third place Farmington.
Number 1 runner, step over here, please. Okay, like this, you know what?
There's Grosse Pointe North. 1 to go here for Defiance. 1 to go in the blue and white. One to go, 4:29 here. He may break 5 minutes. It's going to be close. They're at 11:20 or so. So looks like they're going to go sub 12, which is a decent time. And certainly better than their seed time. Second place, Whitmer there. Third place, Farmington. 4, 5, 6, although they're a lap down, is Loy Norix, Canton, and Country Day. Here comes Defiance with the win. Defiance is going to go 11:51, more or less, with a 5:03 on the anchor leg there for Defiance. I'll get you his name here. That's Tom Koester, I believe. Kester. Here's second position. This is Whitmer. Whitmer comes in at 12:08 with a 5:19 or so, maybe a little faster than that. Here is Farmington with 1 to go. We think they're in third. Here's 4, 5, 6. 7 is over there, is Northern here. 8th place is on the far backstretch. That's Lincoln Park. We believe that's our eight teams in the field in the correct order.
Please keep the track clear.
Here comes third place, Farmington. They're going to be in here at about 12:54. Here's fourth place, Loy Norix, Kalamazoo, 13:01. Canton is fifth. Sixth place, Country Day. Seventh is going to be North. And 1 lap to go for Lincoln Park. One lap to go. Lincoln Park going to round out the field here as they finish. There's 3 heats of this race. Lincoln Park here finishing up. Oh, he's going to sprint it in now.
2, 3, and 4. Follow me. Stay to the left over here, okay?
13:55 or so.
Follow me.
Heat number 2 has Matawan, Oak Park, Walled Lake, Plymouth, White Lake Lakeland from the previous heat. They are going to be number 8 with a sideways 8 in this heat. Plymouth is in this heat. Birmingham, Seaholm, A and B teams. Walled Lake is in here. Dakota, Grand Blanc, Detroit Catholic, Central, Lake Orion, University Detroit Jesuit, Birmingham, Brother Rice, Saline. That's the third heat. So we stop with Detroit Catholic Central, Grand Blanc. Those are our competitors in this heat. $11 teams in this heat. This is the second of 3 heats. 11 teams are running. Uniform of the day, of course, belongs to Utica as usual. We go to the starter for heat number 2. 11 competitors. And we're underway. Clean start. 6 laps of the track for our 1,200 meter men. Right around 30 seconds for your leader.
I don't know who's leading.
He's got a fairly big lead, about 10 meters. We're not exactly sure who that is. We'll get a read on it as he comes off the corner here. That's Franklin. That's Livonia Franklin, I believe. Yeah, we don't have them listed in this heat, but that's what I have on the jersey, I believe. Livonia Franklin appears to have come down from heat 3 to heat 2. That is Livonia Franklin. 140. That's Dakota, Catholic Central, Matawan, Plymouth, Lakeland, Seaholm.
It's Livonia Franklin.
He says Plymouth.
It's Franklin. It's Franklin.
Okay.
Plymouth is in there also.
I don't doubt you.
I know. Plymouth is wearing black and red.
Here's Livonia Franklin coming through the 800 meter mark in 2:16. 2:16 there, ahead of Dakota, Catholic Central, Seaholm, Walled Lake, Lakeland, Matawan, Plymouth, Seaholm B team, Grand Blanc, and Central.
Okay, ladies DMR, can I have the first heat over here with me, please? Ladies DMR, first heat, please come over here with me.
1 lap to go here for Livonia Franklin.
Good.
He's going to come through at 2:51 with about 30 seconds to go. He's on pace for a nice time here, maybe a 3:20-ish.
Okay. Everybody's got his numbers?
That's Keenan Jones leading off. It's unfortunate. He would have been nice to see what he could have done in the fast heat.
The most important thing I'm going to tell
He's
you,
about a 4:30 miler, decent runner, obviously.
I'm talking technique. I'm talking when you're incoming and you hand off the baton. Okay? Watch it fly away.
3:21, 3:22, 3:23.5, roughly.
Don't veer left or right. Stay
At the exchange, quite a lead on Dakota, but Dakota's clearly in second place. There's Seaholm A team. Seaholm B team, the runner has missed his exchange. Gone from very high up placing all the way to the back of the heat.
Letting you know when and what to do, okay? I would like everybody to step back with the number one runners now. Number one runners, check your teammates.
Still, there's Dakota in second, Seaholm in third, Plymouth in fourth, Catholic Central fifth, Lakeland, Grand Blanc, Walled Lake, Western, Matawan, and Seaholm. The poor kids. They had such a good race going there. Here's Central on the end here, bringing up the rear. I believe that's Walled Lake Central, but I'm not sure. There's Livonia Franklin with about a 60 on the 400-meter leg. Here comes Seaholm's A team. Catholic Central, Plymouth now into the 800-meter leg. There's Lakeland, Grand Blanc, Matawan, Walled Lake Western, and Seaholm's B team after a great start. Disastrous exchange. Some disappointment being expressed by the members of that team. There's Dakota. Still in second, we believe. There's Lakeland now, passing Plymouth and Grand Blanc. Here's Seaholm's B team. No one's been lapped yet. This is Seaholm's B team. Walled Lake Western is here, and here comes Livonia, Franklin, that is. They have about 60 meters on Dakota. The Cougars here crossing the line, 5:29. Seaholm is being run down by Walled Lake Western, it looks like. Matawan, Lakeland, Catholic Central, Plymouth, and Grand Blanc. Seaholm is in third. Walled Lake Western is chasing them down. Still no one's been lapped. Pretty even heat other than Livonia Franklin here. Unfortunately, they were supposed to be in Heat 3, Section 3, but for some reason ended up in Section 2. We don't know why. There's Dakota. Walled Lake Western has passed Seaholm now for third. Catholic Central, Matawan, and Lakeland here. There's Plymouth, Grand Blanc, Seaholm B team, and Western. Walled Lake Central, I believe. Here's the exchange. 2:07.8, 2:09 or so for Livonia Franklin. Not too far behind, and Walled Lake Western is caught all the way up with Dakota there. What a leg by Walled Lake Western. Really, really nice leg. There's Detroit Catholic Central, Matawan, and Lakeland coming in together. Kids reaching down to start their split times, costing themselves time. There's Plymouth. Here's Seaholm's B team about to be lapped here by Franklin. Walled Lake Central has been lapped. Here's Dakota and Walled Lake Western fighting for second. The anchor for Livonia Franklin there is Ross Cecil, we believe. There's Matawan checking his splits. Here's Plymouth and Grand Blanc running together. Seaholm, it's B team. Franklin. Livonia Franklin is in trouble here, I think. I think it's possible that he will get caught. He went through in 67. Dakota. 64 for Dakota. That's a runner we don't know who it is. And Walled Lake doesn't specify which group it is here, so I'm not sure who the anchors are for either of those schools. But I think that Livonia Franklin is going to get caught here momentarily. It's down to 10 meters and closing fast. Dakota now on the outside here challenging for the lead, and they've gone into the lead here with a 1:45. They're right at the lead. Still battling, though. Franklin said no, no, no to shut the door for now, but now he's back on his outside shoulder. Let's see if he just sits for a while. It's Franklin.
1-2 over there, Franklin. And then whoever behind, right behind him. Yep.
1-2 is Dakota, then Franklin. Third place, Walled Lake Western in the blue with the gray. Through the 800 is 221 or so. 215 there for the Franklin anchor. 220-ish for 215 for the Dakota anchor. Wish we knew his name. He's doing a heck of a job. There's Matawan, Grand Blanc, and Plymouth now. Still 1-2, though, is Dakota and Franklin. That's Seaholm's B team who's been lapped. Walled Lake Central who's been lapped. 3 to go here. Here's Walled Lake Western in third position coming across now. Third position is Walled Lake Western. Here comes fourth and fifth and sixth. That's Lakeland, Detroit Catholic, and Seaholm, 4, 5, and 6. Matawan 7. Grand Blanc 8, Plymouth 9. Here's Dakota with the lead. 2 to go here for your leader, 3:35. Seaholm's B team and Central, Walled Lake Central there, number 9. Here's Walled Lake Western now in danger of being passed for third by Catholic Central. We'll try to get a split for you on the Dakota runner. He's running quite fast now. He's right at almost 4 minutes now. A little over a lap to go. He's at 4 minutes. Looks like he's going to end up running 4:40 maybe, 4:45. Franklin's runner with 1 to go is at 4:17. Here comes third position, Detroit Catholic Central. Fourth, right behind Walled Lake Central, Walled Lake Western. Then Lakeland is fifth. Seaholm sixth. Here comes your leader and your winner off the curve. He's at 4:34, 4:35, 4:30. He's at 11:20-ish. Very nice leg there for Dakota. Here comes Matawan, but here comes second place now, Livonia Franklin. Anchor runs 4:55. There's Grand Blanc. There's Plymouth. Here comes third place down the stretch out in lane number 2 is third place Detroit Catholic Central for third. Here's fourth place Walled Lake Western. Fifth place is going to be Lakeland. Sixth place Seaholm. Birmingham Seaholm, sixth position. Seventh will be Matawan. Seventh is Matawan crossing now. Eighth is Grand Blanc. Ninth is Plymouth. 10th will be Walled Lake Central. And 11th will be Birmingham's B team.
Heat number 3 up next on the track. We have Lake Orion, Detroit UD Jesuit, Birmingham Brother Rice, Saline, Warren De La Salle, Utica, Northville, Ann Arbor Pioneer, and Saline Northern. Livonia Franklin, as we said, was supposed to be in that heat, but they missed the memo and ran in Heat 2 rather. So we'll have to see where their time will rank as we begin heat number 3. It should be a great race. And we're off.
Northville,
Once they come off the bend, we'll have a better idea for who's in the lead. It looks to be UD Jesuit right now. Pioneer, Saline, Northville, Saline B, Utica, Warrendale LaSalle. They're running 5 wide through here. Very exciting. 34 through the first 200. Lucas Arrivo running for Pioneer, number 2 right now, taking over the number 1 spot. He knows his pacing. Ryan Wilkie from Saline is all too familiar with Lucas Arrivo. He goes right with him. Northville is now in 3rd, Lake Orion in 4th, Warren De La Salle 5. They're 66 through that first 400. Under 320 pace for this 1200, which would be very exciting. Arrivo and Wilkie striding it out right now. They got about 10 meters on the Northville runner, and he's about 5 meters ahead of the chase pack. Pioneer Saline, 138. About a 30-second last 200. Very exciting. Brother Rice and UD Jesuit are running 8 and 9. Saline B team sprinting up. Currently in 4th. They were in 6th. Arrivo and Wilkie coming on the home stretch right here. Wilkie takes the lead. He's got 2 to go. 2:10. Northville 3rd, 2:15. Saline's B team 4. Lake Orion, Utica, Warren De La Salle. Brother Rice and UD Jesuit. Wilkie striding it out. Arrivo right on his shoulder. They got about 35 or 40 meters up on the rest of the field. Wilkie looking very strong. 2:42 with 200 to go. Arrivo right on his shoulder. Northville being overtaken for 3rd. Lake Orion runner bumps Northville. He runs off the track, knocks a cone into the lane. We'll see if there's any type of disqualification that results from that. Seemed a little physical, but sometimes that's just part of it. Wilkie and Arrivo in an all-out sprint right now. Wilkie coming in. It's going to be a neck-and-neck handoff. 3:10, 3:11, 3:12, 3:13. Fantastic race from Wilkie and Arrivo for Saline and Pioneer. Lake Orion, 3:21. Northville just behind them. Saline B team, Warren De La Salle. Utica. Brother Rice. Saline holding off Pioneer. Coming into the home stretch right now. They're halfway through this race. 25, 26 on that lap. That's Brian Diefenbach running for Saline, holding Pioneer on his outside shoulder, making him run just a little bit longer. Pioneer starts striding out with 150 to go. He's got about a 3-meter lead right now on Saline. Coming into the home stretch. Northville has regained 3rd place over Lake Orion. Logan Wetzel with the baton now for Saline. Pioneer just a little bit ahead. 2 guys were about 54, 55 on that 400. Pioneer, Saline, Northville, Lake Orion, Saline, and De La Salle. Pioneer running, Saline right on his outside shoulder. Northville about 35 to 40 meters back. Lake Orion just a few meters behind him. Saline B and Warren De La Salle. That's neck and neck for 5th and 6th. Brother Rice 7, Utica 8. Jesuit is 9. Saline has overtaken Pioneer. He's got 2 to go. Ran a tremendous first 400 there. And he is leaving the Pioneer runner behind. What was once down by 5 meters, he is now up by about 25 in the matter of a lap and a half. Logan Wetzel running very well right now for Saline Hornets. They're at 5:36. He's got 200 to go. Looks like he'll give the baton to Kevin Hall, while Pioneer will give to Costa Willits. Willits is the defending MITS 2-mile state champion. Absolutely phenomenal season he's had so far. Wetzel striding it out. He's lapped the Brother Rice runner. Bring it in here. Final 50 meters. It's about a 156, 157 for Logan Wetzel. Great race. Pioneer about 10 or 15 seconds back. Costa Willits is a good miler. We'll see if he can do it. Northville caught right up to Pioneer. They're sitting right on his shoulder. Lake Orion just a couple of meters back. De La Salle getting the handoff, 1 lap behind. Kevin Hall has to dodge the De La Salle runner. Pioneer, Northville, Lake Orion still 2, 3, 4 right on top of each other. 5th place is the Saline B team. 6 is Warren De La Salle. Mickey Davey is anchoring Warren De La Salle's DMR. I believe he was 6th at the cross-country state finals. Another phenomenal miler, part of the junior class in this state that is sensational. He just took off. He's in 5th place securely, leaving Saline behind. Saline B team. Saline A team still finds himself in the lead. About 40 meters up. Pioneer 2nd, Northville 3rd, Lake Orion 4th. I believe De La Salle is still 5th, although the Utica runner has come into the mix. But I think he's a lap behind. Kevin Hall for Saline looking very strong through 3 laps. That's Dan Sims running for Northville. Costa Willits running for Pioneer. Andrew Laurent, I believe, from Lake Orion. So we'll see how that race for 2nd develops. Those 3 do have each other to play off of, whereas Saline right now is running relatively by himself. So we'll have to see if he can handle that pressure. He has the ability to chase some lapped runners ahead of him now. Detroit UD Jesuit is ahead of him. Brother Rice and his own Saline B team not far ahead, so I'm sure his eyes will be set there. Lead has shrunk to about 35 meters for Saline. Saline still running very strong, lapping a UD Jesuit runner right here. Pioneer and Northville pulling away from Lake Orion. Costa Willits and Dan Sims are 2 of the finest kids in the state. Seniors, Costa Willits is already verbally committed to U of M. Dan Sims, MSU. I'm sure these 2 will be seeing plenty of each other in the coming years. Lead has shrunk to about 25 or 30 meters for Kevin Hall for Saline. Starting to lap people now, picking up the urgency a little. Just past his own B team, now looking at Brother Rice.
Follow me, okay? 2nd heat, DMR 2, 3, and 4. Follow me.
Pioneer Northville, and Dan Sims from Northville goes to the outside, and he is going to take over the number 2 position right now. He's striding it out. He's going for this win. Gun lap. Kevin Hall is in the lead by about 15, 20 meters. The Northville cheering section is yelling for Sims to take off. Costa Willits is 3rd. Sims has got a lot of turnover. There's no question about it. He's striding. He's gaining on Kevin Hall. Will he have enough room? 50 meters left. Kevin Hall goes outside lane 2. And Hall's going to take it. 10:33 for Saline. Northville second. Pioneer third. Tremendous race between those three teams. Right about 10:33 there for Saline. Lake Orion finishes 4th.
Damn, dude, that was good. Hey.
5th place. I believe it's De La Salle here on the outside. Utica still has 1 lap. Never mind. Utica finishes. Nope. He's got 1 more. De La Salle 5. Brother Rice 6. Saline B team 7. UD Jesuit sprinting, but I believe they have 1 more as well. Not sure anyone is going to be around to tell him that. Utica runner staying true to his relay, avoiding the disqualification by running all 8 laps on that mile leg.